Hello, hola, ¿cómo está? Muy bien, gracias. Hello, Lizzie. Thanks for coming, Lizzie. You did. You saw me on live with Molly, Megan's mole. Hello, highly sensitive, late night live. Hello, Johnny. Come on in. I got to get a new case for my phone. I'm going to order it tonight in bed. Hello, highly sensitive. Hello, Johnny. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh. Hello. I am too, Johnny. It's great to see you. Catching a live. Okay, guys, we're going to get to the Diddy, and then we're going to move on to Meghan. Hello, Miranda. So I may be repeating this later. Yeah, it's like a little pink one or a white one, and it's like a fan. Zzz. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I have one, Johnny. So anyway, this morning when I got up, I found out that Maggie had removed the strikes. She removed all 3 of them. There's one left, but I'm not sure if she sent that one in or not, but she did, however, remove the strikes from my channel. She did do that. Maggie did do that. I also found out tonight that she struck official King Payne. I was in the middle of having a conversation with him about going up on his live. So I think he's going to have me on tomorrow. And we're going to just talk about how I met Maggie and what I know about her. So that's some news. And let's get to it. Let's get to it. I can tell you guys, it was scary to be in Strikeville. I don't ever want to be in Strikeville again. It's not fun at all. So, any questions? Let's see what happened at court today, guys. They're wrapping things up. Things are being wrapped up. Wrap-a-do. We got one video of Diddy, and then that's it. Then we'll move on to Meghan. Where are you going? Uh-oh, red alert. Where are you going? No more soda. No more coca. You can have milk or water.
Milk or water, that's it.
Oh, what the heckadoo?
Heckadoo.
Where are you going? Why did she do that?
You can have milk or Wawa.
My little one is something else. Hello, Diane. Don't save. All right. Hello, Melissa. Okay, so I'm going to repeat. Maggie has taken the strikes off my channel. She removed the strikes. Hello, Doodoo Bird. And I was grateful that she did that. A mistrial due to the jury, says Melissa. Otherwise, he's going to get a guilty this week. Wow, you think it's going to be this week? Well, I know she had been trying. Me and her have been emailing each other back and forth, Melissa, for the last 2 or 3 days. Me and Maggie have been going back and forth. But I think she was doing something wrong in the beginning, and she finally figured it out, and she was able to release it today. Okay, she was able to release my channel today. I had 4 strikes. She was able to get rid of 3. Hi guys, my internet went down. Yeah, but Danny did keep her strikes. Keep her strikes and was terminated. That is correct. She did. I would be here, Melissa. I still would be here. They would just fall off. Okay, they were gonna fall off because I was in remission. Let's try to say remission. I was in my channel was this. Let me explain it to you guys. Okay, so this is what happens. Maggie struck my channel 4 times. Okay, and I did an appeal. I appealed it. I appealed all 4 of them. And so while they were on appeal, since I appealed them, they were on hold. Okay. And then I was waiting for the appeal to go through, or if they needed any more information, then we would have provided that, me and Danny. But since they didn't need any more information, the strikes would have just fell off on their own, okay, without her reversing it. Yeah, without her reversing it. So it was nice of her to remove the strikes. I appreciate her removing the strikes. I'm grateful for her removing the strikes, but I wasn't counting on her completely to remove them, but she did. And I would be here even if she didn't read how to remove them. My channel wasn't going anywhere because Danny had helped me with it. No, Melissa, she could have got me terminated in the beginning, but I can fight them. And if you fight them, that doesn't necessarily mean that I was going to be terminated. If that makes sense. Um, yeah. Okay, I'm going to leave and I'm going to come back. Does that make sense, Melissa? I disagree if you two didn't provide a final decision. Well, it said it was in final stage. It was in the final stage. Daddy. Oh, it's back. I'm good to go. Yeah, I'm back on. No, they didn't provide a final decision, but they were going to provide a final decision. And I believe what Danny said. I believe that I wasn't going to lose my channel with or without her removing it. But it was nice of her to remove it so that I wouldn't have to deal with the fact of it falling off. I'm just in the clear, which is good. But I don't believe that I was going to lose my channel regardless if she had to take them off or not. So I disagree with you, Melissa. No, I'm here, dude bird. My internet went down. The strikes don't drop until you two make a decision. Well, I'm going based off of what Danny said, Melissa, and I'm pretty sure she knows what she's talking about since she's been struck before and she is a content creator. So I'm going based off of what she said and what she told me, and I believe what she said. So we'll just have to agree to disagree. I don't either, but I believed her. Now I don't know about that, Melissa. I don't. To my understanding, my to my understanding, my
Hey, mommy, look behind me.
Why do I gotta look behind me?
She's controlling you with the remote.
Off.
Let's go back in off. Okay, go off. Off in there. Don't stay in the room. I can control you.
She controls you.
I can control you.
So I don't know. I wasn't worried about it though. And Danny assured me that I was okay. So I was grateful for that. The strikes go into the system and you have 10 days after appeal. I don't know what day this is. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, so this is what I understand. 3 strikes and you're out. She did 3 strikes and YouTube didn't disconnect my channel. I don't know why after the 3 strikes, but they didn't. So I appealed them and I didn't write the right verbiage when I appealed them the first time. And like within a day, they came back denied. And you can counter it. So I countered their appeal and did it again. And this time, Danny gave me the verbiage the um, to put in the information, and it was detailed information about Maggie allowing me to use her content and saying that I could, and then going back on her word. So he pretty much put that information in there, and then for the longest time, it was going through final review. When I checked last, it said final review on all of them. And so, but this morning, they were already gone because Magic had removed them before they could start falling off. I hope that makes sense, Johnny. And it just depends on the individual, depends on your page. Like if it's being, if your page is monetary, and I'm making money off my channel, YouTube is not so quick to cut it off. I know Nick Mountain Goat, she got struck and she was on a 7-day suspension. And see, I didn't go on any suspension. I didn't have any downtime with my channel. My channel's been up ever since. You're right, Miranda. I am disassociating myself from her. That's a first. I heard a terminated content creator strikes against another drops because they're terminated. I don't know. Mine didn't get terminated right after hers. She's been terminated for a couple of days now. A person that struck my channel 3 times, Johnny. That's who Maggie is. That's a first, but if YouTube decision is not to terminate, it's different. No, yeah. Oh, wow. I'm glad I didn't lose my channel. I'm glad she took the strikes off. So does Maggie have her channel? I don't watch her. She rubbed me wrong from the beginning. No, Diane, she does not have her channel at this moment. Danny said she is not taking the strikes off reasons because of, according to, as we know, that she goes after Danny and defaming her and, bringing down her platform. Yes, she does know the system because she's the one that sent that information to help me send that information to YouTube to get my channel. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm saying that
This is what I'm saying, Melissa. I'm saying that Nick got struck one time and she was terminated for 7 days. My channel was struck for 3 times and I was still up. And I believe the only reason why her channel went down is because it's new and I don't think she's in monetized mode. And I could be wrong, but I know that she wasn't able to get back online and I was. Now, if she was only, she wasn't, she could not come on YouTube with 1 strike. And I could come on YouTube with 3 strikes. Actually, I had 4 altogether. Me too. She's always busy, Miranda. Hi, Maxum. Yeah, some people do need to lose their channels, Melissa. Some people do. Some people are bullies. Some people harass. Some people do things that are inhumane. Yes, Duty Bird. That's what we're trying to do. That's what I'm going to do today. I think we're about done talking about that. There are many different rules. They have a lot of rules. I mean, you can strike for many different reasons. You can strike for bullying, harassment, for bad content. You can strike for anything. What a mess. Yeah, striking is something. That is true, but I do use other people content. Like Perez Hilton, I use his for the Diddy content. No, I think that's an old video, Lori. I do. I think that's an old video. Maggie cannot go live yet. She doesn't have enough. You got to get so many something before you can go live. Hey, Riri. Yeah, I saw it had a channel. Hi, Duty Bird. I answered your question on T's. Kinsley repeated her words, and I think Kevin. I am too. Lori, I think that's an old video. I really don't think she's online. Mm-mm. But if she does trash Danny pretty bad. She does. She does go after Danny pretty hard. Hello, Demon Dictator. Oh yeah, she's cutting up. Yes, exactly, Duty Bird. All right, okay.
All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. So, yeah. And I definitely want to give a shout out to Danny Robinson for also helping me with get my page and keep my page. I do appreciate her help. Hello, Vicky. Okay, guys. I do know that earlier she struck another channel, Official King Payne. And the reason why I know that is I asked her, and she said as much. And in the middle of his live, it went down. I don't agree with her, whatever she's doing behind the scenes. She's just making more enemies. So if she does come back, she's just going to have people dislike her because she keeps going after people, attacking them. Yeah. And I think she's upset. I was watching it too. All right. So, I didn't really log on to talk about her. I was just going to mention that she did remove the strikes, and that she did strike Official King Payne. I will be on his show tomorrow. He invited me on to talk about, who this person is. I don't really know. I thought I did, but I don't know. Yeah, but they're old videos, Laura. I was grateful. I was grateful that she removed the strikes. But to be honest, she should have never put them on. She should have never struck my channel in the first place. I do believe that. She shouldn't have been playing around with it in the first place. She should not have been playing around, striking me in the first place. The Official King Payne show. Yeah, you're welcome. I know he's working on it and doing something about it, but he has more than one channel too. But it's kind of jacked up. You're in the middle of your live, and then all of a sudden it just goes kapook. Just goes downhill. I want to thank you guys for joining me. And those that are in the bushes, hello and welcome. I see you out there. Yeah, she's on thin ice. She's doing things and provoking people and doing things that she probably don't want to do because they're coming after her channel. Yeah, she is risking it. Yeah, he is very funny. I enjoy his content. I do. Okay, guys, let's get to it. Let's see what's going on with Diddy.
And that's a wrap.
You know, honestly, I don't want to talk. Honestly, yes. Like, I really don't have a whole lot to say about Maggie. I really don't. I honestly want to just forget that I ever met her and knew her eventually, you know, but, and just moving on from it. But it is what it is. But she's not going nowhere no time soon. I'm doing okay. Oh, Demon Dictator. Okay. Thank you, Perez. Check Perez Hilton out. He's got a great platform. He talks about everything pop culture, not just about Diddy. And so if you want to catch up on other stuff, go check his channel out. I'm using his video under fair use, the Fair Use Act. Oh, Vicky, I love Official King Payne. He is how I found the sector like 4 years ago. And yes, I dropped in for the Harry Diddy, whatever the subject is. Oh, welcome, Vicky. Yes, I'm sure, Chad. It will go away. Yes. So I really don't have anything really to say about it. It lost its channel. It is going after other content creators. It's creating a new platform for herself. And that's it. All right, let's see what Perez is saying.
The prosecution and the defense in the trial against disgraced music mogul Sean Combs ended today.
It ended.
Let me share with you everything that went down in court. Hello, my friend. It is Perez, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and your #1 source for everything Diddy drama. Closing arguments are now set to begin on Thursday. Jennifer Lopez's ex-boyfriend is facing federal charges of trafficking, racketeering, and back on the stand today was Special Agent Joseph Cerciello with the Homeland Security Investigations Unit. He is a prosecution witness who is helping to go through charts and graphs and texts and invoices. His ex-girlfriend, Jane, could possibly have done more damage to the prosecution than good.
Ooh.
Today, his defense attorneys presented to the jury text messages showing that at times Jane was very excited for the freak-offs. After a hotel night, Jane texted that escort saying that the previous evening's hookup was, quote, one for the books, according to a text message from December of 2021. Later that same month, she texted the same worker that she was excited to see him. His defense attorney, Tenny Garagos, had estimated that she would just be doing her cross with the special agent for about an hour and 15 minutes. She went a lot longer. Since he was the last person to take the witness stand, Diddy's defense is using the prosecution's final witness to bring up text message exchanges that the defense believes illustrate one of their key points, that accusers acted voluntarily and even enthusiastically in his freak-offs. This one text exchange is pretty hilarious. In April of 2022, after a freak-off, Diddy texted Jane, "How you, baby?" She responded, "Hey, baby, I'm good. How about you?" Diddy.
So basically what they're trying to say is that Jane was liking these F-offs, freak-offs, just as much as Diddy did, based on her text messages to these escorts. She would text them and say, "Great time, you were wonderful," or whatever. That's what they're saying. So how can this be prostitution if they are willing participants? Jane is sounding like she was maybe a participant and not really blackmailed into it or coerced into it, or was doing it because she was in love with Diddy. Which one was that? I wonder, Miranda. Hello, Juanita. Yes, Juanita, I was on there. I'm going to be on there tomorrow. He wants me to come up. And I wonder, is his lives in the evenings all the time? Which is good because my husband will be home and be able to watch the little one while I'm on his show. Hello, Susan.
Said, "Great, checking on you. Adderall is the greatest, LOL." In another text presented by the defense, Jane messaged an escort saying, "Sorry for this late text. Let me know if you're up to coming to LA Saturday. This is a 911 freak emergency." And even more freak-off videos were shown today.
More were shown.
Why do you need? I guess I know why. They
I
want.
don't get it. Why do you need so many videos to watch? Like what? What evidence is in there? That they actually did something that night? Interesting.
Want the jury to see these women happily in the moment.
Oh.
But Jane and Cassie both told the jury they were performing. They were acting. They were also high AF. It's unclear if this was standard operating procedure, but at least some of the entertainers, the escorts, were made to sign NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, we learned today. His defense attorney, Tenny Garagos, showed the jury various expenses.
Maggie did take off the strikes. She took them off this morning. Oh, ask him about Nick's. Okay, Vicky. His name is Nick's. Okay, I hope I remember. Me too. Me too, Duty Bird. Seems like they're trying to say it was consensual. I know. Exactly. Why do you need to record everyone? Yeah, why do you need to see that? Like, why do you need to keep watching these recordings? Yeah, Jane is sounding like that. Oh, the grandkids are there. His stuffed animal mascot. Okay, I hope I remember. Nick's. Diddy actually fed Cassie, wow, Viagra for men, and she took them. OMG. Whoa, Amy. Hello, by the way. Welcome. That poor Diddy jury is going to have PTSD. I would never be able to get that out of my mind. Forever, ever, ever. Seeing him in the corner with his Tootsie Roll. Oh, Tootsie Roll. And then just the whole shebang. They can be twisted. Put money on the table and people will do anything. People will degrade themselves to another level. Lord. I know, that sounds dangerous. It's an ostrich.
Is paid by a corporate account, but reimbursed by one of his personal accounts. As the defense seeks to show a separation between personal and business. I don't see it. The business accounts did pay initially. Hello?
Right.
Diddy confirmed to the judge today that he would not be testifying and then proceeded to... He told Judge Subramanian, quote, "I wanted to tell you, thank you. You are doing an excellent job." "Thank you," the judge replied. More of Jane being Jane, texting Diddy, quote, "I love being kinky for you. I love driving you wild."
Ooh.
The prosecution rested their case today.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. They're not painting her out to look like a victim at all, are they?
And then the defense made a move for acquittal.
Ooh, acquittal.
They made a motion for a judgment of acquittal on all counts,
Acquittal.
claiming that the prosecution failed to prove the alleged crimes that Diddy is said to have committed. This is standard protocol to be expected. Alexandra Shapiro, who is a boss, Diddy's attorney, said the defense moves for a judgment of acquittal on all counts. The government has failed to meet its burden. The jury was not in the courtroom at the time of this argument. Shapiro continued, quote, "The evidence does not establish that Mr. Combs conspired with any other person to violate the RICO statute. They failed to show that any
He
other
is,
individual
Susan.
actually conspired with him to conduct the affairs of this 20-year purported criminal enterprise. Pause. I think they did. I think they did. They had tons of witness testimony, receipts, invoices, texts, emails. What do you think? However, his defense says that at most, employees ran personal errands for Diddy, while he or his girlfriends booked the escorts for their rendezvous. Quote, the assistants set up and cleaned hotel rooms, but they didn't know much of anything about what went on in those hotel rooms other than they used a lot of baby oil and Astroglide. Oh my God, this is one of the dumbest takes ever. His personal assistants and Christina Coram, his former chief of staff, they knew what he was doing. We've seen that much presented into evidence. As his team sought acquittal, they also tried to cast doubt on allegations of witness tampering, forced labor, kidnapping, trafficking, and transportation for the purposes of. Shapiro reiterated the defense's phrase that domestic violence is not sex trafficking. His lawyers have acknowledged that he has been violent, but they deny that he's guilty of sex.
Exactly, Vicky.
As for transporting the workers, the escorts, Shapiro claimed there was no evidence that the escorts were paid to engage in. They were just compensated for their time. His lawyer argues people were paid even when there was no sex. Additionally, they say there was no evidence that Diddy was involved.
She named her child after Diddy? That's a weirdness. That's a weird situation, Amy. Exactly, Melissa. Exactly. They do it all the time. Lori says she believes he is guilty. Everything always comes down to who has more money to buy an outcome. Add people's silence. Yeah, I don't believe he was in the hospital either.
In the Kid Cudi arson incident. Seems like we're getting a preview of closing arguments today. Like I told you all, though, the jury was not present for this. In addition to making this move for acquittal, the defense also rested their case today. No witnesses, nada. His lawyer also said there is no evidence that his former chief of staff, Christina Coram, participated in facilitating any crimes for Diddy, except potentially drugs for personal use. Shapiro argued that some messages showed Diddy lying to Coram, even though she was his alleged co-conspirator. Quote, that's not the way co-conspirators act with each other. Shapiro also said the jury did not see any texts to Diddy that would indicate Cassie did not want to participate in the freak-offs. Before wrapping up their case, the defense submitted some texts from Cassie to Diddy showing her being excited about freak-offs. She would be your little freak, she told him. The defense argued that some witnesses did not initially report threats or sexual contact by Diddy to law enforcement. And that was a wrap for today. Tomorrow, the defense and prosecution will return to court for the charge conference. The jury is off. Closing arguments then begin Thursday, and the prosecutor says that she doesn't think the jury will begin deliberating until Monday.
Yeah, I told you.
And I guarantee you that jury will want to wrap up by 4th of July.
By Friday.
As soon as possible. So that's our timeline, and we are at the home stretch. How do you think things are looking right now? Let's discuss today, that, and everything in the comments section.
Check this out.
You think no, I despise him, but if he did something
no kidding,
right,
you despise him. It's all, we hear it.
Him. Why rename bases after Confederate general?
I have no idea.
Yes, you do, coward. He's a
Ooh.
Welcome back to TMZ Live, and President Trump's efforts in the Middle East just might.
You know what? We're not even going to go there. We're not going to go there, okay? We're going to move on from President Trump. That is a touchy subject.
Boring. Right. Okay. And then on
before we move forward, let's talk about what was she talking about, Demon Dictator? So here's the dealio. This is Kinsley Schofield. They're talking about Meghan Markle, and they're trying to figure her out. Yeah, Melissa. Yes. Who got called out? You want to come up, Doody Bird, or can you come up? I want to see what they're talking about real quick. Let's see what they're talking about.
We've got other stuff, and then on the mini nerve, we're doing some. There's Ryan.
Ridiculous. Did you actually listen to that new Meghan Markle podcast episode? Did you have the patience to do it? Because I wanted to pull my hair out when I did it.
Ooh.
No, and I feel like we have reached a symbiotic stage of our friendship, Kinsey, where intuitively you may know what I will not listen to, and vice versa. Because I believe it was last time I took the hit with the Tina Knowles pod. So you took it this time because I could not bring myself to do it.
The audacity, of some of the things that came out of her mouth. I wish I had her courage to be just such a blatant liar, allegedly. I wish I was delusional as she can be sometimes. It's so impressive. So one of the things she said is, when asked if there was anything she'd do, any sort of do-overs, she has the nerve to say that she would ask people to tell the truth. And of course, everybody that signed an NDA and it is chomping at the bit to actually be able to express themselves about how horrific this experience is, they're starting to whisper things. And one of the stories, or one of the reactions, says there are a lot of people within the royal household and outside of them who would love to say what really happened. This is a source talking to Rebecca English. Truth, it seems Meghan is not a one-way street. Sensationally, explosive allegations, and which you and I have gone over this a million times. Meghan allegedly bullied multiple people out of their positions within the royal household. It's well documented over emails, and it's why Prince William and Prince Harry got into, allegedly, according to Prince Harry, a physical fight over Prince William saying, "Check your wife." she can't behave this way within this world. Meghan, through lawyers, has denied it. She says it's a smear campaign. We have time to just do this for fun. And Prince Harry says in Spare that Meghan was innocent, but one of the sources tells the Daily Mail, I've always felt a little sympathetic, but that book was a work of complete revisionism. I was constantly thinking, hold on, Harry, it didn't happen like that. What is your take? Because that's clearly a slam at the British royal family when you say, I wish people would tell the truth about me. God, let it go. Move on. Also, take some responsibility for your own actions somewhere in your life.
Well, I think, Kinsey, that's never going to happen. I'm no doctor, I'm no psychologist, but I have armchair diagnosed her as, just my opinion, a malignant narcissist. And these people never take credit, never blame. Everything is always somebody else's fault. When you have multiple accounts of people who, even if speaking off the record, are
Isn't that her? She's always blaming someone, never taking responsibility. It's always someone else's fault. It's not my fault that happened. They said it was their fault. I left Limonado because I want to work on As Ever. It's not because they dropped me. Yeah, her bullying allegations will come out. She is the biggest bully there is. She bullies everywhere she goes.
technically breaking an NDA, saying I not only was bullied out of my position, but I left in floods of tears. And when we know that senior royals
and therapy, sometimes I think we forget, some of them said I had to have therapy after this.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine adult like Meghan Markle? I mean, how mean must she be? To have the queen herself, the late queen herself, have to go to her personally and say, Meghan, in this family, we don't talk to people this way.
Don't do that.
To have Prince William have to personally go to her and say, Meghan, knock it off. We don't treat people in our employ this way. Is remarkable. And what I found, I printed out some of the podcast highlights that you were kind enough to send to me. And what I love that you picked up, because we've had no announcement to this eventuality this week. We all knew it was coming. Podcast has not been renewed.
She's talking to us, Maureen. Do you not get the sense that she, while she's preaching on this exact podcast, that she's done with the prove it game and she doesn't have to answer to anyone anymore? She's literally responding to our headlines. When we say, where's season 2? It makes no sense that you announced season 2 of your Netflix show so quickly, but radio silence when it comes to season 2 of your podcast. Then she goes on this podcast and wants to explain herself for why we're not getting an answer.
Yeah.
I think she listens to us. I think she takes these opportunities to respond to people like us.
Oh yeah, and she'll only go to a safe space. She would never come to a non-safe space, such as The Nerve or your non-safe space. I wanted to just read some of what you sent about her commentary on this podcast, going on again, like she's positioning it like it was her decision.
Always.
Please.
Yeah.
Like Meghan Markle would take a single scintilla of a step back from the spotlight. First of all, her boring podcast that appeals to 0.0001% of the population about being a female founder. What an amazing opportunity to pull back the curtain and let people see what's happening at the start. Who gives a flying F? Okay, to be able to be really candid and vulnerable. Oh, here we go again. My favorite verb turned noun. Really candid and vulnerable personally, about my learns.
I will never not think of you when she says it. I will never not think of... Oh, okay. So one thing that the Rebecca English article said is many royal insiders cannot fathom why Meghan continues to worry away at this running sore, despite claiming she is now in her chapter of joy. That's the damn truth. If you are thriving, you are no longer fixated on the past. You're no longer worried or upset about things someone has done to you because, oh, I just watched an interview with Madonna and I thought of Meghan. Because someone asks Madonna, is there anything you would have done differently? And Madonna says, absolutely not, because if I did, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in today. I wouldn't be sitting here right across from you right now. I wouldn't do anything differently. I'm confident that I'm in the exact place I'm meant to be. That's the right freaking answer. But no, she's like, no, I'd ask people to tell the truth about me. Get out of here. But what I also loved was the source added that Meghan might do well to remember if she digs too deep into her royal experience, she might not like what comes to the surface. Bully report. The bully report that Queen Elizabeth shut up in some vault somewhere could very well come to the surface, and we might get specific instances. We might actually hear about these because everybody that signed an NDA did have to sit through this investigation. We're honest and upfront. I think she needs to be fearful that the bully report will one day actually be leaked, come out, and that would be very detrimental to this little Betty Crocker
Should she be
brand that
worried?
she's trying.
Should Meghan be worried about this bullying report that may come out from the royals? Do you think? You think one day it'll come out? Ooh, Lori says yes. Interesting, Lori. Because if it does, I mean, it's just going to confirm that she is a bully. Look, not that we don't know already, because the Hollywood Reporter has already reported that Meghan was a bully. I hope it comes out. It needs to come out. It shouldn't be in a vault. Never complain, never explain. Hello, Flower.
Trying to shove down our throats right now. Also, doesn't it annoy you that she's continuing to do press and she doesn't have anything that of real value to promote right now? The podcast is on hiatus. The show is, she's currently editing season 2 of the show. So it's not like she's promoting season 2 of the show. You can't buy anything on her website right now. This is all just self-indulgence. It's all just, I want to talk about myself.
Well, it's amazing to me because the quality of the outlets who will host one Meghan Markle have been declining rapidly. Remember, we've gone from prime time 2-hour sit downs with Oprah to slinging our wares on any podcast that will have us. That isn't really even publicizing her appearances.
Right.
The cover of the.
What do you think she's thinking about Tyler Perry? Like, what are we doing about the whole Tyler Perry situation? I wonder. I just wonder. Because that's Lily's godfather. And he's being sued. He's being sued. And what the
This
heck
is the time when we
was
talk.
she talking about? Her jam sold out again. No, it didn't. That jam didn't sell out again. Come on, are we serious? William is on to her. I believe that. The reports is protected as it involves people identities. It would be illegal to publish it. That's a shame. Silence is golden. That's how the royals do it. Yes, it is, Flower. Yes, that is what the Queen taught them. I agree. Don't think William would. Harry never will stop the troll from doing this, but Harry has no respect to Diana's memory or the royal family. She did. Good one, Lizzie. Harry has allowed MM to sell his mother's memory, merch his mom's memory. Let that sink in. Hello, Nicola. I think Tyler will be the next target now that Diddy trial is ending. It will be Tyler. Yes, it will. Yeah, they wasn't thinking he must be pissed that he met Meghan. Nope. I watched documentaries on the English royals started. Oh. Yes, he is in a precarious predicament. Vicky, Oprah should be nervous, if not petrified. 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 She should be petrified, says Amy. She should be. That's her best friend. That's her best friend. She's low. I wouldn't expect anything more from her. Yes, he is a huge problem. That is a huge problem. Big problem. She was all in his house, living there, hanging out, connecting.
Talk about Harry and Meghan, and we talk about Harry and Meghan to the host of the Kinsey Schofield Unfiltered publication or podcast, Kinsey Schofield. Hello, Kinsey.
Hey, Kev. Good to see you.
Always a pleasure. Now, we didn't get around to talking about this last week. I sort of let it go, but I think it is very significant and very interesting, given that we've had absolute radio silence from the gruesome twosome about it. What we're talking about is the godfather to
Lilibet.
their children, Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry,
just Lilibet.
Yeah, to Lilibet. He's the godfather to Lilibet. Tyler Perry, sort of a billionaire producer, TV producer, film producer, music producer, who actually provided Harry and Meghan with somewhere to live when they first came to LA from Canada. Anyway, last week, he was sued by an actor for sexual harassment. Obviously, no one is saying for a second that this is necessarily true or not true, but it did happen. And this is a major event in America when you get a lawsuit like this. So Tyler Perry, Lilibet's godfather, stands accused of sexual harassment, and it's a very, very big lawsuit. $18 million, I do believe. No, 200. He's being pursued for $260 million for compensation over allegations that his lawyer insists are a shakedown. But quite a big event. And this happened last week. No word whatsoever from Harry and Meghan on the godfather of their daughter, Lilibet. Bit strange.
Well, look, I've worked with Tyler Perry. He struck me as kind. I hope these accusations aren't true, not just for the sake of my own memories of Perry, but for Harry and Meghan's daughter, Lily, his goddaughter. Obviously, I was unhappy with the way he went after the British royal family in Harry and Meghan's Netflix series. That really upset me.
This is a scandal. This is a big scandal for the royal family, for the godfather of Lilibet to be, being accused of SAing someone, and they're being charged. They're coming after him for $260-something million. And we saw the text messages. So somebody is telling the truth. You don't see this stud in this picture? He was flirting with this guy at every chance he could get. That's what the text messages said.
Tyler Perry was one of the few A-listers who loudly defended Harry and Meghan after the Oprah interview. He gave them a home, a private jet, an exit strategy. And now, amid serious allegations, Harry and Meghan have gone silent. Harry once told Anderson Cooper, silence is betrayal. So why the double standard in this scenario? This friendship has been incredibly beneficial for one party, and that's Harry and Meghan. Look, in Hollywood, support can shape public opinion. We've seen it with O.J. Simpson, Martha Stewart, Hugh Grant. Strategically placed loyalty can mean survival. If Harry and Meghan backed Perry, it could encourage others to do the same. But instead, their silence feels like pure self-preservation. Meghan has time to post 4-year-old twerking videos and promote rosé or jam, but no time to acknowledge a man who gave her so much. The more she speaks, the louder the accusations of narcissism get. She doesn't talk about charity plugs or concern about what's happening in the world right now, just brand promotion and affiliate links. Harry says he's innocent. Maybe he is, but Harry and Meghan haven't even leaked support to the press. A favorite Sussex pastime. I just want to say it's not the first time Harry's distanced himself from controversy. It's worth noting that he took a similar approach when it came to Prince Andrew. When Harry was duped into a phone call by 2 Russian YouTubers posing as climate activist Greta Thunberg, he distanced himself from Andrew and the Jeffrey Epstein scandal by saying, I have very little to say on that, but whatever he has done or hasn't done is completely separate from me and my wife. I would argue, unfortunately for Harry and Meghan, that's not their reality. To the public, you are who you associate with, and that association has financially benefited this couple far more than it has harmed them. Their proximity to the British royal family has been their lifeline, but if Tyler Perry is found guilty of these allegations, the Sussexes might finally feel the sting. Prince Andrew is Harry's blood relative. Tyler Perry was chosen family. That distinction could spark even more scrutiny over Harry and Meghan's judgment or lack thereof.
That's a really good.
Their judgment is screwed up because they didn't choose family member or choose someone that they knew. They chose Tyler Perry, a stranger off the street, for Lilibet's godfather. It's already making it look bad. They already look bad, Meghan and Harry, for picking Tyler Perry. I don't have to go to the UK, do I? I don't want to have to go there. That's what he said. Hey, I was right, in Prince Matilda, first woman ruler, of course, but I can't say these words, did it first. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, Vicky. What do you guys think is going to happen to Meghan if he is convicted of this allegations? They didn't know him from Adam or Eve. Is all they know was he has money. Shame on them. It's exactly it. Remember, Kinsley questioned Catherine's diagnosis and had to apologize. Really, Susan? When did she do that? Harry and Meghan's going down in history for all the wrong reasons. Yep, this is going to be in the history books. Lilibet's godfather. What is he being accused of? What is Tyler Perry being accused of? Because he did flirt with him. Oh, he touched him. Oh, okay. That's okay, Vicky. She's done. She's done. She's finished. She's been finished. The dance did her in. She thought the twerking dance was it. She thought that, oh, I'm going to twerk for everyone and make everybody like me. That was a weird. Last year, she attacked Catherine. I'm not okay with her on that. Ooh, Susan doesn't like Kinsley. That's okay, girl. You don't have to like her, Susan. Nothing will happen to Meg over Tyler Perry. Debbie, why do you say that? It still makes her look bad. She the one picked him. S.A. the man. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Duty Bird. Same thing as Diddy, I think. I don't know, but it's bad. Oh, Tyler. Yeah, sounds like he's in trouble. It is said that Harry is panicking because of the riots in LA, and he said London is dangerous. Hello? Hello, Harry? You might want to pack old Junior them up and get on back in the UK. Get from away from LA. Workplace harassment. He's going to get the workplace harassment. The SA, they got to prove that. Because this is already harassment with the text messages. Because it's all superficial transactional relationships. Tyler did that to an actor. He put in some of his movies. Wow. Doesn't reflect bad on her. People can't be responsible for others' behavior. It doesn't look good, though, Demon Dictator. Regardless, it doesn't look good because that's her godfather, and he essayed someone and started making sexual tendencies towards someone that he works with. They work with him. That's not a good look. It's still a part of you that ain't good. That ain't a good look. Yeah, he will never be accepted back. Harry, you can go sit on a rock because the family's not letting you back in. That's an over to do. Hello, Emma. Beautiful, beautiful. Kinsley is a tabloid gossiper. I don't take her seriously. Yeah, I'm not like a big fan. I'm an okay fan. because she said some stuff once and I didn't agree with her. She was trying to figure out why everybody was talking about Meghan and the Kevin Costner moment, because it was a moment. Anyway. Tyler Perry is on TikTok trying to gain support. I have to tell him about himself and how he insulted a 95-year-old queen. Hello? Yes. If I was Harry, I'll beg his daddy, the king, now before William takes power. I know that's right. Daddy. She will die one day, but unlike the late Queen and Diana, the world will not be mourning for MM. Yeah, she's not a very liked person. She's not liked at all, guys. She's got a real seriously bad reputation. Here's the key, though. Some of you don't think that she's not going to be feeling a certain kind of way because Lily's godfather has been accused of SA and work harassment. Now, I beg to differ. I believe that it's going to look really bad if he is guilty. Woo! You would think a prince would be more intelligent than Harry is. You would think. Emma, we all have different opinions. Did you hear about Harry's overdose? See, do you think it's true? Or another one of Meg's lies? I didn't see anything, so I don't know. I need more proof, Emma? I don't think a title negates being stupid. It might make it worse, but Harry grew up privileged and was educated, so he shouldn't be so dirt dumb. Harry, they're calling you dumb. They're putting you on the dummy stick. Harry did not overdose. I don't believe he did. I don't think so. Harry never matured past 12 years old, and the firm covered up for him. I do believe that. I believe their family covered up for his misbehavings. Yes, it would. It would be on the news. They wouldn't keep that from us. I agree with you 100%, Flower. I recently discovered Kevin Costner is also a musician. Oh, interesting. That is interesting. Very talented. Ooh.
Good point. Just to outline exactly what the charges against the allegations against Tyler Perry are, it concerns an actor called Derek Dixon, who starred in The Oval, which was one of Perry's hit TV series. Now, Dixon claims that Perry subjected him to sexual assault, battery, sexual harassment, and intentional infliction of emotional distress over a period of time. Now, as you say, Kinsey, very important that we stress that Tyler Perry completely denies this, says this is a financial shakedown. He's being pursued for $260 million compensation, as you said.
Yeah, did she mention that? Did she mention, Harry, about the overdose thing? Emma thinks that Harry is still being helped by the royals. The king is still helping his son. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Debbie, I just don't know about the whole overdose thingy. I'm on over him. It's his official page. Harry's complicit. He lets her do it. He pretends like, oh, it's okay, Meghan. You just do whatever you want to do. You can talk about my family, call them racist, say that Catherine said it, and say that King Charles said it too. And then we'll put it in another book. We'll call it the End Game. And you can talk about the family in the End Game. It's a shame.
But if he's found guilty of this, if Derek
He's in
Dixon's
trouble.
lawsuit succeeds, this could prove very, very embarrassing for the Sussexes.
What if he's guilty and he has to do time? He won't have to do time. Is this civil? This is civil. This ain't a criminal. Okay. Yeah, but Debbie, I may disagree with Paula sometimes, and this is probably one of those times I disagree with her because I'm going to need a little bit more proof to know that he did that. I'm not saying that he didn't overdose, but what I'm saying is that I'm not sure. He's an embarrassment. There's one in every generation. Talking about Harry. Paula M sometimes lies and embellishes things. I don't know about all of that, Flower. I just, to each his own. Like, she probably got it from a well-known source and really believes it, and he probably did. He probably did, but I don't know. There's a big problem in the royals. There are literally above the English law. You think, Emma? I'm just providing some context. It's very interesting, Debbie. I'm really enjoying it. Ooh, Meg Soon said, Neil Sean confirms no such news. Uh-oh. Yep, every family has a nutter. Not a nutter. It's a big problem in the royals. They are literally above the English law. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that, Judy Bird. Many hospitals cover up overdoses under HIPAA Act. Really? You can hide that? I didn't know you could do that. That is interesting. Why would they hide that? Huh. If anything, the public should know. Oh, Emma said they didn't got away with murder. Totally murder. Unaliving. I don't know if I can say that word or not. I personally have never known of anyone to OD on THC. Me neither, Diane. I've never heard of that. It must have been something else. I personally don't think so. I believe it's a desperate attempt to get his family attention. Yeah, Heather said that you can, but I just don't know. I've never seen it be done. Private medical records. The morals control the media, says Emma. Harry didn't want to marry Meghan. She said she was pregnant. His face in the wedding day said it all. Wow. I would have said, oh, okay. I'll take care of the baby. That doesn't mean we need to get married. Not, yeah, Vicky. Okay. Yeah, I don't believe so either. I think it had, like someone said earlier, it had to be mixed with something else. Wow, I had no idea, Debbie. Wow. So you guys believe that Meghan said, Harry, I'm pregnant, and at the wedding, and he had to marry her? He was forced to marry her? Right. Oh, wow. Lon. She is a sociopath. She is a con artist. She tries to con us. Just be careful around ponds and tunnels. Too many unalive bodies. P.S. Charles was good friends with Jimmy Savin, a known ex-offender. When he passed, all his victims were revealed, children too. Ooh, that's sad. Harry was pushed into marriage, as the royals have to do things properly. It's an English, excuse me? No, I don't marry no crazy nut just because I got her pregnant. No, she's a nutty. So that's why marriages end, because you end up marrying somebody that you're not compatible with or needing to be with. And he didn't mess around and got someone pregnant. At least that's word on the street. Amy, only if it's laced with another drug. Exactly. Exactly, Amy. Like it or not, Harry's private medical records are none of YouTube's business. Yeah, true. But if the ambulance show up and everybody wants to know why the ambulance is at his house, people's gonna get out. Can't keep that a secret. It's only so much you can keep a secret here in Hollywood, because everybody knows everybody's business. He was a party and was overheard saying, "Are you sure you're pregnant?" Oh, wow. I still, that wouldn't have made, you're not going to make me do nothing. We'll take care of the baby. It is what it is. That's what he should have told his grandmother. Yeah, she's pregnant and it's supposed to be mine. We need to check the blood work, though, when it comes out. She couldn't get pregnant. Didn't she have a hysterectomy? Harry had dumped MM. She stalked him to Jamaica saying she was pregnant, then gave him BJ's on, oh, a whole BJ on the hotel balcony. I can't make this stuff up. Susan. Wow. Ain't that something interesting? They knew Harry was easily manipulated. They should have got him married earlier, okay, to a better woman. That's right, Vicky. I second the notion. If they knew he was a Looney Tune when it comes to if he's a follower, not a leader. No, it doesn't. Oh, bye, Emma. Have a nice swim. Thanks for coming. Wow, yes, I heard about the wedding. And then she showed up. Harry is a spoiled brat. I wouldn't give him anything. He could stay at my place or etc. Harry has private money. You think, Vicky? The wedding she wasn't invited to. And she took her dry self over there to tell him about being pregnant. That's when he should have known that she was crazy. This girl is loony. She showed up at a wedding that she wasn't invited to. Hello, Nina. I know, Nina. I saw that. I asked her, I said, did you strike official King Payne? She responded and said, yes. They should have set Harry up just like they made Charles marry a virgin when he was in love with Camilla. See, they should have.
But prior to that, given what Tyler Perry did for them, he was their friend in their hour of need. He sent his private jet up to Canada to pick them up, to fly them down to his place. He put them up. He gave them all the support he could. I would have thought some kind of indication of support here might be in order. Instead, no. I think I can see what's going on. You know what's going on. Harry and Meghan are keeping quiet just in case these allegations get verified and somehow or other they turn out to be true. As I say, I got to stress, Tyler Perry says, no way will they turn out to be true. It's a load of nonsense. It's a financial shakedown. But it looks to me as if Harry and Meghan are taking the time-honored course of celebrities who find themselves possibly hooked up with something that may not reflect on them well, and they're keeping their silence. They're not coming to this guy's support at all, which I think is disappointing. Before you answer that, let's have a look at Harry and Meghan on that freedom flight on Tyler Perry's jet to his mansion when they hightailed it out of Canada all those years ago.
It's 6 a.m. on the 14th of March, and we are on the freedom flight. We are leaving Canada, and we are headed to Los Angeles. Grandma's here. Hi, Grandma. Curtis here, with a pot in her mouth.
Why don't you say hi? You're about to go with Mommy.
This is the current situation, thanks to another amazing friend who we've never met, but who believes in us and wants to help.
Yeah, that amazing friend who they'd never met.
That's that stupid stuff. Didn't he look weak and stupid talking about the freedom flight? Number one, he looked stupid because he was talking about he was coming to his freedom. No, you were going to your gilded cage. No. Not freedom, honey. Your cage. Los Angeles was your cage. That's where she always wanted to go. That's where she always wanted to be. That's her ultimate goal and plan, was to get to Los Angeles and buy her a house and visit with Tyler Perry and hang out with her new A-lister friends. Meghan was excited to be going to California. Just kind of steered him in a better direction. I was hoping that too, Vicky. We all were hoping that Meghan would be the girl next door. A prime target. It does make him look like an idiot. It does make you look like an idiot, Harry. Hello, Salone. Welcome. Freedom to hell. Now he is trapped while the royals are all about town. Exactly. He's trapped. I wonder what the Spencer family would say when she put her wine out the day of Diana's birthday, when when her car crash was alcohol related. Lizzie, you didn't said something, girl. Yeah, it was a tragic. I love it when Rosemary commenter. I do too. Kate is so awesome, but Meghan, she's a ookie doo. No, we're talking about Tyler Perry and how he is in some trouble because he's being sued for $260 million for essaying someone and work harassment. Just a few things.
Who was extraordinarily generous to them, sending the jet, giving them somewhere to live. They now are not supporting in his hour of need. What do you make of that, Kinsey?
Well, never complain, never explain, as long as it's beneficial to you. And then complain to any TV news outlet that will have you about how the family, the British royal family, plays by the same rules. Harry and Meghan got wrapped up in the Diddy allegations. Prince Harry later alleging that he was distressed over the association, pictures of him circulating with Diddy after Diddy was arrested. Again, like there's the Prince Andrew comparison. I think that I've come to expect this from Harry and Meghan. They are entirely self-serving, and they don't want to be associated. They don't want to be involved in this. And, you know, worst case scenario, Tyler Perry says he's innocent.
They are self-serving. It's all about them. It's all about Meghan, of course. And she doesn't want to be mixed up with this. So I wonder, did she call him or say, hey, we're praying for you and hope everything is all well? But I would have gave him a phone call.
But those text messages that are being shared, thanks to these you know, court documents, aren't very flattering for Perry.
And the text messages are very damaging. It's very damaging to Tyler Perry. Like, is that what you said to this guy? Is that how you were talking about him? Like, whoa. Rumor has it that Marcus is the son of Prince Andrew, a fling he had in Toronto years ago. Interesting. I'm going to get some sleep. Good night, Doodoo Bird. Yeah, we're wrapping it up soon. I'll say in the next 10 minutes. We'll wrap it up, guys.
And I would say it disappoints me that he's the godfather of Lilibet, the Queen's namesake. Again, the Queen, you know, between the twerking video and things like this, it's just so completely irritating that these two stole this woman's nickname, this woman's private nickname for this child. And there continues to be salacious headlines around this baby and her name.
Yeah. The Queen said when, without consulting her, Harry and Meghan decided to call their daughter Lilibet, the Queen's childhood nickname. The Queen said, you know, people think I own all these palaces and houses and I'm super rich and I've got all these possessions. She said, I haven't really. You know, I own them because I'm the state figurehead of Britain. That's why I have these places. She said, I don't really have very much. I don't own very much. One of the things I owned was my childhood nickname. It's just been stolen from me. She was furious about that.
Yeah, I think less furious and more defeated, right? I mean, I think she felt heartbroken, and that Harry proved that he was what all of the courtiers around her were telling her, that he was untrustworthy, that he was trying to take advantage of her. She listened to them and she stood by their guidance. But deep down, I don't think she wanted to believe that about her grandson. And when they took her name and they lied about getting her permission. This is something that the BBC initially reported, that they did not get her permission. They threatened the BBC with a lawsuit. Inevitably, that lawsuit never came to fruition because the BBC stood by their palace sources and their reporting.
Because it was true. Harry and Meghan trying to deny a true story. How many times have we heard that?
But can I just say, this really isn't on our agenda today, but over the weekend I spoke to, and I have to be incredibly careful with my words here, but over the weekend I spoke to a former employee who told me that our reporting has been incredibly inaccurate when it comes to how many people no longer work for Harry and Meghan.
I see, but you mean it's higher.
What?
Yes, because we are counting professionals that are coming off of Archwell Audio, Archwell Productions, the Archwell charity arm. We're counting all of these professionals, and we are not privy to what's going on domestically, and how many of the household staff are also leaving, are being terminated unfairly. And so I just wanted to make that.
Oh, that is so interesting, guys, that on the domestic level, not the senior managers and senior head of, you know, the corporations that Meghan and Harry own, these are just the senior members that have been let go of. They have not discussed the domestic, the smaller, the not management level employees for leaving. So there's no telling how many people have separated from Meghan and Harry. They should have consulted her. She might have suggested Elizabeth versus her only nickname for childhood. Yes, it was inconsiderate. The last of her life, she must be very sad. Yes, she was sad. Tyler needs to come out of the closet. Gay men need to stop hiding their true sexual orientation behind women. It's unbelievable that he was flirting with this guy. Taking the Queen's nickname was an action of spite and jealousy. It was vindictive. Wow. How many more people have been cut from her organization? I counted 24. There's more than that.
A point that in the future, I will be more careful when giving actual numbers for the turnover when it comes to Harry and Meghan's staff, because I was told by somebody that I have a lot of confidence in that the number is much higher, and
That's extraordinary. That's extraordinary, because the numbers are pretty high anyway, aren't they? The Sussex Survivors Club, 20, 30 people over the years, but you're saying it could well be, or is probably much higher than that. It doesn't surprise me, Kinsey. Let's talk a little bit about Meghan. She teased us last week, 2 more sleeps, big development on the as ever front. And what did we get? We got some apricots fruit spread and the promise of some rosé wine, Chateau Meghan or whatever they're going to call it, on July the 1st. Would have been Princess Diana's 64th birthday, as a matter of fact. So there's a kind of clash there. But, I mean, why does she think it's such a big apricot fruit spread? Oh my God, really exciting. And then some rosé wine. I mean, what's going on here? This is still not a business, is it?
I think that she missed her calling. I think she is the ultimate hype girl. Maybe she should be doing some sort of like marketing and or PR, because she's great at building hype for little return. I mean, I was disappointed by the fact that it was the rosé that we've been hearing about via American Riviera Orchard for probably over a year now. But, Princess Diana walked through minefields so Meghan Markle could walk through a Bevmo. From a media strategy standpoint, Meghan's repeated use of Princess Diana's key dates suggests a deliberate effort to tap into public sentiment. She's aligning herself with Diana to evoke sympathy, familiarity, and just she wants to make people emotional. But when it's done repeatedly and always with self-promotion attached, it undermines the sincerity, and it does look like she's exploiting her deceased mother-in-law. Many online observers, social media voices have pointed out how Meghan frequently aligns key announcements or public moments with Diana-centric dates, often sparking criticism that she's co-opting Diana's legacy.
Yes.
But I just think that coupled with Diana referencing outfits and tributes, it all underlines a clear pattern that's weird and makes a lot of us uncomfortable.
What you're saying, Kinsey, is what I suspected. That, a lot of people say, oh, well, July the 1st would have been Diana's 64th birthday, but don't read anything into that. Well, with Meghan and her obsession with Diana, I say, and you've just confirmed it, do read something into that. That's why she's launching the Chateau Meg Rosé on the 1st of July. She could have done it now, couldn't she? So she's doing it on the 1st of July, which happens to be the late, great Diana her 64th birthday. So this weird obsession with Diana continues apace, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, if this rosé had any more emotional baggage, it would come with a therapy copay. I'm not excited about it at all.
I'll tell you,
I don't have
the true story though. On Friday night, glamorous, celebrity TV presenter that I am, making my way home on Friday night after another hard day in the studio, and I was waiting at the bus stop. Yes, folks, I was waiting at the bus stop. That's right. And it was one of those, those winding neon advertising boards that were new product. And I looked to my right and I thought, oh, look. And it was Dolly Parton. And it had it was Dolly with this big bottle of rosé wine. So Chateau Dolly, you can get in Tesco's over here for £7, $10 max. Meghan's problem with this rosé, if nothing else, will be that it's going to be $30. Everything she sells is so expensive. If you think about it, she's trying to say, buy jam, buy this cookie mix, buy my rosé. These are all products that you can nip to your corner grocery store, the 7-Eleven or whatever, and just buy for $3.
Exactly.
Or $4. She expects you to go through the trouble of like filling in the order form, putting in your credit card number, and then paying $14 for a jar of non-jam, scam jam. All of the prices are astronomical. $30 for this migrant. And then you have to, for the wine, then you've got to wait for it to come. And it finally turns up. People aren't going to do this, are they?
No.
Well, I mean, I think the bigger scandal is that it seems like this is all white labeled. It's not like Meghan's sitting around the vineyard picking whatever and tasting everything. Even with there are reports that this tea that she sells is another brand's tea. She slaps her label on it, and then the cost is like 3 times higher if you purchase it through hers. I think that if I am a consumer, why wouldn't I just go to the original source? I don't need her. Why would I keep a tin, a cheap, ugly looking tin? She's trying to charge you $5 more for this packaging.
Yeah.
And it's not even attractive packaging. I wouldn't even keep my dog's ashes in it. I don't even know. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just think it's in a bit.
She says she wouldn't put her dog's ashes in it. All right, guys, we are calling it a night. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and going over the live with Kinsley and the other gentleman. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Please come back tomorrow. And love you guys. Mwah. Thank you, Side Chat, for being so awesome. You guys, I don't even need mods. You guys are so awesome. And let me see who the winner is. Okay. Lizzie, you came in first place. Who was this? Vicky, you came in second place. And Diana, you came in third. Let's congratulate our winners. Congratulations, Lizzie. Let's put some hearts in the chat for the winners. And Susan, you were 4. Maxune, you were 5. All right, you lovely people. Thank you so much for the hearts. You guys are awesome. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, evening, whatever time it is where you are. But whatever time it is, have fun, enjoy yourself. And I will see you guys see you guys again real soon. Mwah. Kisses to you all. Have a wonderful night.